In today's video, we're going to talk about a build that even makes the US military blush. It can handle groups of mobs with a singular shot and deals over 3,000 damage to each mob in particular, with no free buffs whatsoever. I'll quit wasting your time. Let's get right into the video. Hey, welcome back. Or hello if you're new. So I like to make a lot of builds. I like to make good builds. I like to make fun builds. This build is definitely more fun. This build is explosives. I have not made an explosive build since, I think it was 2023. And I know they've changed explosives a lot, mainly for the worse, and you know, I've seen a little bit, but it's okay, because this build should be able to kill 9% of stuff that you need to kill. It's really good in crowd control, I know. Very shocking, especially when I see the weapon in my hand, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I do have quite a few legendary perk cards boosting my special stats, and therefore I don't think this is a newer build. This is more of a mid-game build. So I know, sorry my beginners, you will be appreciated next video, but this is more of a mid-game build. I'm just gonna go over the simple stuff. There is stuff here that I'll explain it a tiny bit, but I'll have a lot more info in my other videos, and I'll mention them when they come by. So let's start easy with the optional stuff. I have Grenadier. You don't need this, but this makes crowds just obliterate. They vanish, and it's nice. Raw batteries included is not mandatory. It's definitely close. Fusion cores weigh about 3 per fusion core, and aka that means that you're gonna break your spine trying to lug them around without this. So yeah, get this. Or don't, but you know, it's very close to being mandatory. Hero Hiker because I'm lazy and I do not put my stuff away. Suppressor isn't necessary either, because at the end of the day you're just gonna be killing all normal enemies. The people that will be affected by it is bosses. Since I have extra perk card points, I just have this on anyway, so yeah. This also goes for stranger numbers, because at the end of the day you need to be in a team to use it, and I'm not going to be in a team for this video, because I don't want to be using any extra damages that aren't included inside of this build, so yeah. Let's get into the important stuff. Everything onslaught. This is a guarantee. This video is going to be using reverse onslaught, so Gunslinger Master is required. But this easily triples your damage, and when you see our guns, you're not going to be shocked what their first legendary is. I do have a video going over Onslaught in a lot more detail. I'll link it in the description. Just saying, it's really good. Now, even though this is a limb build, we're not using the Modern Renegade or the Enforcer card. Yeah, I totally remember that off the top of my head. We're not using them. Instead, we're going to be using Run Gun Army, because we're using heavy guns. This is more for the other gun we have, which you're not going to be shocked. You might have seen it already if you looked at the thumbnail. It's just really good for heavy guns. It's literally just Enforcer, but heavy guns. And with heavy guns, it's even more crazy because heavy guns are usually overpowered. Class Freak, that's nice to have. Usually it does make the game a lot more bearable when you have mutations. Granted, mutations make the game more bearable anyway. So, I think Critical Savvy, that's nice to have. Better criticals is nearly guaranteed, at least in my opinion. Just because you can do like 8k with other... Hey, the big boom event. Better criticals is pretty good. I mean, it literally triples your damage basically. I don't know why I said triple. It doubles your damage.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All you have to do is hit a Rats crit, and that's pretty easy when you have Critical Savvy. Hardy, you need this. I don't care what you say. You need this. So explosives, I don't know if you've seen, but they do a lot more damage to you, you know. So the ideal opportunity for it to kill you is, you know, walking forward into an enemy and then you just blow yourself up. Or in its express, this build, it weighs a lot. The ammo is still heavy, even with this on. So you need this. I have Scatter Shot and Easy Target. Again, it's a limb build too. So it's just, these are limb build necessities. That's all my Pirates of the Caribbean fans. You'll rejoice because we are using the Broadsider. Yes, unsurprisingly, we're using the best explosive gun in the explosive build. I know, I'm super original. This just hits hard. We have Furious on it because it's nice. And hey, I talked about that crit damage. The third star doesn't matter much because Rat's optimized. It's not going to save you a whole lot here. The most it might do is it might let you stay in Rats for a long time, but you're going to end up having to reload 90% of the time you're in Rats. So aka, it does not matter. On the bright side, we have Heavy Barrel, Comfort Grip, and Multi-Shot Canister. Very simple stuff. I don't remember how I got these though. Probably easily find them out. And they're honestly just worth it, especially multi-shot. This makes the broadsider have 3 bullets in the mag, or 3 cannonballs or whatever, which is nice. And the gun you seen earlier, a Furious missile launcher. Yes, both of these guns have Furious on them. This one's a little more different. It has explosive. You don't want explosive. I have nothing else right now. Hitman, honestly, I might put Hitman's on it. Yeah, so I changed it. Then we have Hitman's on it, and we have Perception. For mods, we have Crowd Barrel and Targeting Computer. Stabilizer doesn't matter, but I have it. And Paint, because, you know, I need the trip. You want Crowd Barrel because it gives you 4 shots. Targeting Computer gives you Aimbot, which is so nice. And Stabilizer reduces recoil, it's nice. So, this is a power armor build. Some people might hate that, some people might love that. But you don't have enough damage reduction as a person to be able to tank literal RPG missiles. So, I'm using power armor. Legendaries don't matter, add-ons don't matter. None of this matters. All I have really that might matter is I have excavator armor, which gives me 100 more rate capacity, whatever you would call it. But yeah, overall, just something tanky. You want really good armor, or you want damage reduction. This might help because I receive less explosive damage, but I don't think anything else has that, so probably doesn't matter. So for legendary perk cards that matter, I have legendary endurance, luck, perception, and intelligence. I do have taken one for the team. We will not be using it in this video because I like to show off the base damage of something. And for buffs, excavator bonuses, permanent. I actually don't have the buffs I usually use inside the building, so that's even better. Eagle Eyes will probably be the one that helps out the most here, just because of the crit damage and perception. Marsupial, carry rate, nice. Speed Demon, nice for reload speed. And yeah, that's about it for the buffs. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna show some examples with the Loot Queen and possibly some Super Mutants just to show off its crowd control ability. And yeah, let's go ahead and kill this Loot Queen. So basically what you want is you want to use the missile launcher sparingly-ish because ammo is kind of hard to get. Oh yeah, this is a lot better since they have explosive. Dude, look at that. Hardy, and I'm still down to under half. Like, bro. But yeah, missile launcher ammo is hard to get normally. I feel like it'll be good in daily ops to farm, but it's kind of hard to get. Cannonballs, however. So I usually use this on like bosses and stuff. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, I already crippled. Let's see. Vital. That. They're running! They're running! They're free of the power! Yeah, you don't even need that really, you just kind of free ball it. I would recommend taking breaks in between shots, just because you can really go through your onslaught stacks. But yeah, they're dead. They're already dead. They're already dead, just like that. That range. It didn't even hit the guy I wanted to hit. Oh, I'm pissed. But overall, I mean, it kills bosses fast. It's a little buggy in VATS, but the broadsider is just a tank, and I will not be told any otherwise. Now, it's also really good against crowds of people. Now, granted, I don't even know where that cannonball went, but anyway, granted, you know, it's really good at killing solo targets. It's also able to obliterate crowds. It's also very easy to get ammo back, because I went and picked up all of the ammo. Because again, it weighs like 10 billion pounds. Let's see, will I die here? Almost. Oh! Yeah, it's two clicks. Now inside buildings where it gets a little sketchier. You know, because obviously I can't just go around doing this, because there's a good chance I'll just die like that, you see? So usually, you might want to like use the broadsider inside. Or just, you know, not bring an explosive build indoors. But I'm pretty sure the broadside will do fine here. At the cost of just some crowd control. But if you don't mind killing one at a time, then you can pretty easily get through crowds. But yeah, overall, this build isn't going to be crazy effective. But not only is it not useless, it's also really fun. You might be shocked, but trying to roleplay as a Helldiver is incredibly fun in this game. And yeah, if you like my videos, go and subscribe. I do guys almost every time I upload. But yeah, with all that said and done, I hope you have a good day.